Lee Evans, editor-in-chief of Facts for EU, was commenting on the think tank's latest report, which argues Eurocrats have seized power by patience and stealth, and now enjoy supreme power over large parts of everyday life for citizens in the EU. Given the checkered history of relations between London and Brussels, the case for quitting the bloc was undeniable, Mr. Evans told Express.co.uk. He said, "Thank goodness the United Kingdom got out of the EU while we still could." The history of the EU from its beginnings as the European Economic Community, or EEC, common market has been one of mission creep. Theirs was always a project to absorb member countries into one superstate, as they made clear from the start when they talked of ever closer union. Back in 1970 when Ted Heath began membership negotiations after the death of French President Charles de Gaulle, who had vetoed the UK's membership 3 times, the Prime Minister had been well aware of the intention was to create a European superstate, Mr. Evans claimed. The report highlights Mr. Heath's insistence that membership of what was then known as the EEC would not compromise British sovereignty in any way. Additionally, it points to the fact that he was told in writing by his civil servants that accession would involve a process of fundamental political importance, implying progressive development towards a political union. Mr. Evans said, "The basic facts of Mr. Heath's duplicity are not up for debate as the cabinet papers were all released 30 years later. It's now a matter of public record, as we detail in our report. All we've done is to highlight some of the major steps the EU has been taking along the road to the creation of this superstate, run by an undemocratic and inefficient bureaucracy, controlling vast swathes of the continent, and centralized in Brussels." Mr. Evans also emphasized that for anyone who believed in Brexit, it was crucial to understand the forces which led to Britain quitting the bloc, for 2 specific reasons. He explained, firstly because we have this ideologically driven empire on our doorstep and we must recognize it for what it is, detach ourselves fully, and then deal with it as best we can. Secondly because there is still a hardcore rump of rejoiners campaigning to take us back into this sclerotic and dysfunctional project. The opportunities for Brexit Britain are opening up all the time. The vast majority of our energies should be devoted to these positive things. But we still need to spare some time to deal with the side effects caused by a hostile EU since we voted to leave. He stressed, if they continue to behave unreasonably, we hope Lord Frost will follow through on his warnings to them. Perhaps it will only be then that EU27 citizens will realize what damage the unelected Eurocrats in Brussels have been doing to the relationship with the 5th largest economy of the world that is sitting on the doorstep. It's still not too late for them to make their feelings heard.